Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Marcus or Moistini back with another video. Today we are doing a Call of Duty League qualifier recap. I'm just recapping some of the stuff that happened in this weekend's CoD League qualifiers. Some of y'all may have no clue what I'm talking about, which is fine. Some of you may actually know what I'm talking about and can actually understand what I'm saying. So that's what we're going to be diving into. I will be using the swordfish in this gameplay. It's not a Road to Diamond video. It's just me using the swordfish because it's my most used gun outside the PP-19, and I love using it. So, and it's in respawn, which I never do. I never use the swordfish in respawn. So, anyway, here we go. One of the first things, it was May 5th through May 7th, the CoD League. If you don't know what the Call of Duty League is, it's professional Call of Duty. So, some of these matches were kind of expected. Toronto and Atlanta. Kind of expected. Some unexpected ones. Las Vegas beating NYSL. I don't know if that's expected. NYSL's kind of been like a top 6 team all year, and they've won a major, and they've been great in hardpoint. Bad at control, and then like all right in S&D. So I guess you kind of don't expect that one to happen, but in a way you kind of do. I feel like Paris, they've definitely not Paris. See, everybody still calls them Paris, bro. Vegas, Paris, same thing, honestly. Kind of squeaked one out right there. Here are the other matchups from May 6th and May 7th. Definitely Florida LAG was a banger. Texas versus FaZe, which we'll touch on again later, was also a banger. I'm just going to go in depth on a few of these, but covering them as a whole, definitely some good matches. That NYSL LAT match was a good one. Almost watched NYSL get reverse swept. Would not have been expected. NYSL, so good at hardpoint. Like, really, really good at hardpoint, but awful in control. Like, embarrassingly bad at control. Like, they don't have a good control map. And not having a good control map, I mean, this ain't ranked play. Like, they're going to get absolutely stomped by, like, the top 3 teams. LAT being one of them, but, you know, they were able to squeak one out in the S&D. So, definitely not supposed to happen. By the way, this swordfish gameplay, you know, it's just me trolling around. Don't this ain't like my best me going hard or anything. I just hopped into a ranked play game and played it. Anyway, touching on the actual CDL again. Here, Ultra versus Seattle, one of the 3 series I'm gonna highlight. Ultra and Seattle, I mean, it's not the Battle of the North, is it? The Battle of the North is Rocker and Ultra, but it's still like a kind of an important matchup, and especially like last year and years prior, it was more important. Here, they just get bodied. Ultra's been really good all year long, and they've won a major. It's just like, I don't know. Pred needs help. That's what everybody's saying. Pred and Sib, they need help. And, like, I really don't think, like, Mac is the problem. People give Mac crap. And, yes, he does. I don't know if he's 100% the problem, but he's not the solution. So they definitely need to make some changes, right? I don't think it's a 1-man change. I think it's a 2-man change. Maybe even 3. Just keep Pred. Anyway, that being said, Toronto, Kleenex is my guy. Anybody who knows me and keeps up with me and my opinions on the CDL knows I love Kleenex. Loved him since BO4. I think he's really good and really underrated. Look at that close range swordfish kill. Anyway, so he did really good. Scrappy, obviously, has been practically unstoppable in this game so far. I mean, the dude does not miss. He's frying. I don't know. Maybe this is just one of his games, man. He was great at Vanguard, and he's great in this game, too. So, I mean, he's just in, like, maybe prime form. That being said, there's also, who else is in that roster? Insight. Insight's been godlike in S&D pretty much his whole career in the CDL. So, I mean, you kind of expect him to do what he's doing. And then as a whole, I mean, they just kind of got bodied off the map. I mean, it was like a speed run challenge, so there's not much else to say. Next series, we're touching on Las Vegas versus NYSL. This was a good series. I don't care what anybody says. This was a very good series. It got a little hairy, if I may. I mean, you don't really expect a 30-year-old Clayster to be dropping 1.25s on people. Like, that's not really supposed to be the case, but that's what he's doing. I mean, he is cooking people nowadays. It's crazy, but that's what's happening right now. So, Clayster absolutely went off. Tej has been really good in S&D. I don't care what anybody says. This is like, he's like the best S&D player in this game, maybe. Like, he's got to be up there, bro. He's got to be top 5 at the lowest. He's looking really good in S&D. Respawn's a little shaky, but, you know, S&D kind of wins championships in a way. So, He's been looking great in S&D. On the other side, NYSL, Skies was getting body bagged. I mean, Clayster just had his way or something. I don't know what was going on. But Skies did not have a good series. And Priesta had a 1.12, I think. And he's always getting flack for his performances as that, like, the factor of that team, like the X factor of that team. And, you know, he had a good map, a good series as a whole. And he just they didn't win. So is what it is. Vegas, they desperately need wins. So, I mean, these guys are probably going hard in the paint. And Vegas being like the second favorite team in the CDL nowadays, it's kind of good to see them do well. Touching on that, Hydra, by the way, I guess we should probably cover Hydra because he's kind of like the third best sub in the CDL right now. He was absolutely godlike the whole time. So, next series we're touching on is going to be Optic Texas versus Atlanta FaZe. I mean, I'm an Optic Texas fan for anybody who knows me. So, Optic Texas won 3-0. I saw a stat line that Shotzi is 13-0 against Slasher in his time in the Call of Duty League. 13-0 is bad. Like, he's played him 13 times. And he's beaten him every time. That's so atrocious. That's really, 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 really bad. That being said, we also had Dashy. We pretty much had everybody frying. Everybody was frying in that series. Ghosty, Dashy, Hook, Shotzi. Everybody was going off. Dashy, I mean, he's kind of making a case for MVP of the year, if we're being honest. I think Abizi, for me personally, is number one right now. Abizi, even in this series, and they lost, was absolutely piecing. He's the best submachine gun player in the game. I've been saying it. I don't think it's even close right now. Pred, Hydra, I don't think they're close, bro. I think Abizi's the best sub in the game, most impactful sub in the game. And I saw this, maybe it was a tweet or a stream, a Dashy stream. He was saying that Abizi and Simp should split up. I think he's just doing that to kind of call some stuff because it's obvious. Just because this ain't Simp's best game doesn't mean that Abizi and Simp should split up. They should definitely not. I kind of want to break this down as part of this because Simp was like better at BO4 just slightly, right? Then they were both good in Modern Warfare 2019, both godlike in Cold War. Then they both hated Vanguard, and then they both probably disliked this game too. So I don't know. I feel like you're giving them. You can't really split these guys up. I think they're unsplittable. There's no way they split up. They're like. They've literally got top 3 at best. I mean, like, top 3 placings all time. Maybe even top 2. I don't know. I can't remember the last time they weren't, like, the best team. Maybe that one series in Cold War right before Champs. Anyway, Hot 3-0 speed run DoorDash challenge. That's what that series was. Still expect FaZe to come out and come in, like, top 3 at the next event, Major 5 and Champs. Either way, that's kind of like my coverage of that. I'm going to dive in this swordfish class setup for y'all. No barrel on it because of the bullet spread is better when you run granulated as opposed to the barrel. So that's just that FYI for you. And then the stock, red dot, and laser, I believe. Yeah, and the halberd mag, obviously. So for anybody interested in the CDL, I highly suggest you watch it. If you are interested, it would make you a better ranked play COD mobile player as well. Yeah, if you made it this far, comment down CDL in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. See ya.